Hello, welcome to ballin'burgers. My name is Colin and I'll be your entertainment for this afternoon, so sit right down and enjoy the show. Hey guys, so it's been a while since you've seen this face of mine, and I guess I just gotta have to tell you what's been going on lately. As you know, if you're in school or anything like that, school is starting to wrap up right now. So last week and this week are my technically finals weeks. I think finals weeks is 2 weeks, not just one, because the last week of classes, usually you have a lot of papers due, projects, things like that, and that's what happened with me. Last week I had a ton of projects and papers that I had to write, and research papers and things like that. So that's why I didn't really have a lot of time to be able to record videos. And I'm really kind of upset about that. I wish I could have posted more, and maybe it would have helped me deal with my stress a little bit more. I don't know. But this week I have also have finals weeks. This is where my actual tests are going to take place. I took a test yesterday. I don't think I did too well on it, unfortunately, but I guess time will only tell. I gotta wait for my grade. And then today I don't have finals today. Yeah, it's my day off, so I should be doing some. I have a take-home test that is due tomorrow morning, and then I have 2 tests on Thursday. So I should be doing that, but I want to get this video out, let you know there are some things that I kind of want to talk about in the video gaming world that has recently developed that I just want to kind of talk about. Alright, so the first thing that has happened a while ago is Infinity Ward dropped the new trailer for the new Call of Duty, which is Infinite Warfare, and they said that for $80 you can get Infinite Warfare and you can get COD 4 Remastered, which is really cool. They also announced multiplayer for COD 4. That is awesome as well, so we will be able to play multiplayer. It will not be just the campaign. That is great. In addition to that, not COD 4, but Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has broken a couple of records, unfortunately. They're not really good records, but it, as of right now, is the highest downvoted video game trailer on YouTube currently. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are liking it. A lot of the fans did not like the way that Call of Duty is turning into space. They do not like that at all. It is unfortunately, I kind of don't like the space idea either. I kind of wanted them to go back in time, like World War II, World War I, Vietnam, things like that. I think they could have done some more of that. Why do we have to go into space? We already have enough like space games. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but Mass Effect is a really good space game. They don't have multiplayer, but then again, that's not what made the game great. We didn't need multiplayer to make the game great. Also, I read an article, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is on its way to becoming one of the, within a list of top 10 most disliked videos on YouTube ever. Not just game trailers, but just ever. All-time disliked videos of all time. And that is really crazy. I've seen it's like over 1 million dislikes right now. That is pretty crazy for a video game trailer. I've never seen that, and only maybe like 600,000 dislikes or something like that. I don't know. It's not a lot. But there is one thing that is on the flip side. On the flip side, we have EA has developed a game, Battlefield. They have developed the new next Battlefield, and they gave a trailer for their game 5 days after Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer was released. And for them, they have decided for the Battlefield way, they went back in time. They're going back to World War I. They're going to World War I, and the graphics look really good compared to Infinite Warfare, and it just all around looks like a little bit of a solid, better game. They have a lot more things that they have to offer, it seems like, and it just looks amazing. The trailer has just blown my mind. I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, hyped and everything like that. I was like, oh my god, after watching that, I watched the live event and I watched the trailer and I was like, yeah, like I was juiced. I was really juiced about it. I was like, yes, I cannot wait for this. Versus the Infinite Warfare, I watched it and I was like, whatever. I wasn't like juiced or anything like that. I was just like, oh well, whatever. Oh cool, we're going into space. Ta-da. Yeah, versus Battlefield, and it's not going to be called Battlefield 5 or whatever people thought it was going to be. It is actually going to be called Battlefield 1. So that's interesting that they're going back and they're calling it Battlefield 1. Battlefield has always kind of had some weird names. I mean, they've kind of switched names and things like that. They had Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield Bad Company 2. Did I say Battlefield 4? Battlefield Hardline. They've had a whole bunch of things, so the names are kind of like different. But I am actually excited to see Battlefield 1, and people are saying that Battlefield may actually eclipse Call of Duty for the first time in sales and marketing and all this other stuff. They actually may balance the scales. Before, it was all Call of Duty. Everyone would always get Call of Duty. Call of Duty would outsell Battlefield every time. But this year, it seems like, just as an indication of the YouTube videos, it may be that Battlefield may take the helm as the best first-person shooter game on the market. Because the first 2 hours that the trailer was on YouTube, it got more likes than the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer got in 5 days. So that is pretty astounding. It seems like a lot of people are excited for Battlefield, that it's really going to be good, and I can't wait. I think that EA and DICE have done the research and seen that the fans want to go back in time and do some of those old classic stuff. They're tired of the futuristic stuff and everything like that. And I think that they listen, and since they listen, they're going to reap the benefits. So as my personal, I don't know what you want to call it, but as my personal outlook on it, I will be getting both games, and the reason this is I'm going to get Infinite Warfare, not for the Infinite Warfare, but for the Call of Duty 4, because as of right now, Activision has been saying that you can't get Call of Duty 4 unless you buy Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, which is about $80, and you can get both games, and then Call of Duty 4 will be a DLC code that you get that you will just download it onto your system. So yeah, that is kind of a con. A lot of people are upset about that because not a lot of people don't want Infinite Warfare, but they want COD 4 remastered. So I don't know if Activision is going to change this. There's been some things of the marketplace that people have been seeing, and like that I think on the Xbox One marketplace it showed that you could pre-order Call of Duty 4 remastered, and it would be coming out October like 10th or something around there, a whole month before Infinite Warfare came out. So people are speculating maybe Activision is like, oh yeah, we're gonna like release them differently because otherwise we're gonna make our fans pissed and upset. But whatever. And then as far as Battlefield 1, I will be definitely purchasing Battlefield 1, and I will probably be playing that more than Infinite Warfare, just because I like World War I, World War II. I love seeing those things, and I love reading about them and hearing about them, history, things like that. Things that I like. I like history and those kind of aspects, those big historical events, and it's important to America. America fought in both world wars, and it's part of our history as well. And I'm just curious about how the direction they're going to go in multiplayer and everything like that. Alright, so we have one more thing that I need to talk about, and that is today was the release for Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer kind of gameplay footage and stuff like that. And I was absolutely blown away. They released the starters, and they showed all 3 starters of what they are, and I'm going to go over them real quick for ya. Alright, so the first one that they showed in the trailer, I'll try and put some pictures up. I don't know if there's going to be pictures up yet that I can like get. Maybe I'll just have to screenshot the video or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to try. So the first thing is that they had a, what do you want to call it? An owl was the grass one. They had an owl grass, and it is basically a grass flying, and that is a dual type. I don't think we've ever had a starter dual type. Maybe we have. I can't really recall. I think we did. I think Tepig was fire and fighting already. I can't recall those series. Generally, I like the black and white series and the diamond and pearl. Those series I really don't remember all that well. But anyway, so that one is going to be an owl. I don't know if it's going to stay grass and flying. That would be interesting. I don't know. because it is an owl, so they may just keep it. But at the same time, I could also see it changing as well. I think the owl could turn into something else, or maybe it could be like a fighting owl or something like that, grass and fighting. I don't know, but maybe that was the last one, was grass fighting in X and Y with Chestnut. He was grass and fighting. The next one is going to be fire, and he's got like a little cat. It's like it's a cat. It's not like it is a cat. It's not like a cat. It is a cat. There you go. Gotta say my language correctly. Anyway, this one is just fire as of right now, the starter, but I do think it's going to be fire dark, just because of the coloration of it. It's got the orange like accents, and then it's mostly black / that dark kind of purplish color. So I think as it evolves, it will be fire and dark, which is really interesting. It's going to be kind of like a play off of Houndour and Houndoom. I like that. I've always liked dark Pokemon. I think they're kind of highly underrated. I really enjoy dark just because they kind of take down some strong types, in my opinion. Like for instance, Psychic. It can take down Psychic. It can also take down Ghost, and it can also it's super effective against Dark. Dark against Dark is super effective. So I enjoy that. And then we have one more, and that is the water one, and I really can't tell you what it is. Let me look at the trailer one more time, and then I'll try and make a guess. Okay, so after watching the trailer again, the water type, I would definitely have to say that he's like a seal-like looking thing. That's, I mean, like a circus seal. That's the only way I can think of it. So you know, like when the circus seal holds like a ball on his nose, he's got like a little like pink ball on his nose. So maybe like that's what it's seal. And then he's got like a little collar. And I know seals have been known for those like circus acts to wear like colorful collars and stuff like that. So I guess that's a seal. So maybe he's gonna evolve into a sea lion or something like that. I could not tell you what kind of type he would be, like the dual type, because I think and I think they will become dual types, because in the past Pokemon games, they've made all the starters be dual types. For instance, the X and Y, they had grass and fighting, water and dark, and then fire and psychic. I always forget that one. But anyway, so I think that they will definitely keep that up in this generation, and I'm actually really excited. And then the ultimate question is, what Pokemon will I choose? And after looking at these Pokemon, I think I'm kind of torn. I think that all these Pokemon look like they could be really cool and everything like that, but I have generally shied away from this. Generally, I always pick the water starter, but I think I'm gonna have to do the fire one for this one. I have a look at it, and I'm looking at them, and I think the fire one has the most potential to be badass. That's just me saying that, but that doesn't mean that it will change if I like go through the game and then eventually like I see the evolve forms and everything like that, and the style and what their dual types are, for instance, too. That will definitely change. For instance, I love dark Pokemon. Dark and Fire, I love it, I love it, I love it. And I just feel like Houndour and Houndoom really haven't been up to par with what I want. I don't think that they're the strongest dark type out there, and I don't think that they're the strongest fire type out there. And they just are kind of like, in my opinion, they seem a little weak. So that's why I've never really got them and took the time to train them or anything like that, because I never really learned worthwhile moves, in my opinion. But I think this is a starter. Dark Fire, I'm calling it. I think it's going to be Dark Fire. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I think, and that's the one that I'm going to pick. So, with that, now I guess this leaves a perfect segue into Mikey's video, is what Pokemon starter are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the Grass Flying, or the little cat Fire, or are you going to choose the Seal Water? What are you going to choose, Mikey? What do you think of the starters? And then also, I didn't go over any of the gameplay, but what do you think of the gameplay and how it looks so far? Are you glad with the direction that Pokemon's heading, or are you wanting to go back and be that overhead view? Do you like the camera behind the character? What do you think? Let me know. But that is all my time for today, and I hope you have a great afternoon, and I'll see you later.